Hi guys, this is Ratchet Troll, and we are playing Criminal Case Traveling Time Case 5. Egypt is burning. Let's unlock Chapter 3, and Octavian is about to resume his attack, and we need to stop him. Bad news, Katarina. Octavian has just sent word that his patients have warned this, and he's decided to resume his assault. But Octavian promised he'd wait till we'd solve the murder first. What are we gonna do, Katrina? Alright people, try not to panic. As the chief always says, keep calm and don't let the pigeons get you down. Your chief is right, Miss Sabi. Jack, Katrina, let's finish what we started and look for more clues about Mark Anthony's murder at the crime scene. Oh, we're not gonna go to Octavian first and say, dude, stop it, we haven't solved the case yet. Alright, we're gonna investigate the sheep again. Yes, I bought the magnifying glass, I know. We're looking at the ship from another perspective. It's not like in previous season where it was just zoomed in when we investigated the same place but different crime scene. Katrina, these clothes look neither Egyptian nor Roman to me. You're right, the pattern of the color is Gaulish. Oh. Why would anyone from Gaul be here, Katrina? Something tells me these clothes are a disguise. Maybe that blue-green powder on them will enlighten us. Moving on, the description of this chest says, to a victorious Mark Antony in Latin. Better open it. Oh, you know what it says. And don't you always restore torn parchment, Katarina? I think you should piece this one back together. Good call, Nebet. Come on, Katarina. We got a murder to solve and every second counts before Octavian resumes his attack. Oh, he hasn't started yet? I thought he did. Well, if he did, we wouldn't be able to investigate. Okay, let's first collect these. We wanted to disguise himself as a Gaul. We better get a powder left of that Gaulish disguise straight under the microscope, Katarina. Okay. Alright, let's now open this chest. So close. Ex Brutus. And that's a lot of gold in there. Wow, Katrina, look at all these precious objects on offer Mark Antony. But wait, it says from Brutus on the lid. I thought Brutus was fighting against Mark Antony, just like that naval plan of attack showed us. So what was Brutus doing giving Mark Antony such an expensive present? My thoughts is that, Katrina. You better ask Brutus. And he's not supposed to be here, so that's another glitch in history. Okay, let's restore this parchment now. Okay, some text which I cannot understand. Marcus Antonius Cleopatra, just this is only what I understand. Katrina, if I paid more attention when my father was teaching me, I could have translated this Latin parchment for you. Okay, that's okay, you're not gonna do it. Don't worry about that. Penelope will make short work of this Latin text. Yeah. That's gonna take 9 hours to translate. And now this. Who wanted to disguise themselves as Gaul? Identified Malachit. What's that? Katria, the pattern of the closer goal is crushed malachite, a semi-precious stone. Wait, wasn't Cleopatra dressed into something like something greenish? Crushed malachite? Well, then you were right, Jack. These clothes are a disguise. Really? How do you know that? Because wealthy Egyptians used powdered malachite to paint their eyelids. This color is Cleopatra's favorite. Knew it. So, Cleopatra was one dressing up as a Gaulish peasant. That's weird. We need some answers from her. Yeah, is there something I don't know about her? I guess I don't know much about her from history books. Okay, first let's go have a chat with Brutus. Centurion Katrina, this is no time for your questions. I have to get my dose of Blue Lotus before joining Octavian in recommencing the annihilation of Egypt. Brutus, we found the opulent gift that you offered to Mark Antony. Why would you give something so expensive to your sworn enemy? Oh, you found that? Alright, I admit it. I tried to bribe Mark Antony. Knew it. Bribe him? Please explain yourself, Brutus. I want Mark Antony to recognize me as a great Julius Caesar, my father's true heir, and in return, I promise him my support in the war against Octavian. But Orange refused, which is why I decided to march alongside Octavian instead. And after that admission, you still expect us to believe you didn't kill Mark Antony? Our armies would have crushed Mark Antony eventually, so there wouldn't have been any point resorting to murder. Okay. I thought it was going to be him for a moment, but I see now he's not so suspicious. Okay, now let's have a chat with Cleopatra. Centurion Katrina, the ceasefire is over and Octavian will soon be on the march against my homeland. I am doomed. Not if you can help it, your highness. Now, would you kindly explain what you were doing with these Gaulish clothes in your possession? How did you know this disguise was mine? My queen, Centurion Katia knows many things and we need you to tell the truth in order to catch Mark Antony's killer and stop Octavian. Alright, the truth is that Mark Antony wanted us to flee Octavian and the war and start a new life together in Gaul. Ooh. Was he really on about that, or is it a glitch? He said he will live out the rest of our lives as Gaulish goat herders in the middle of nowhere where we will never be recognized. But I refused. I just couldn't abandon my land and leave it to be ransacked by Octavian. Not even for true love. Mark Antony and I argued until my throat became too sore to speak. Oh, how I regret turning him down now. Oh, it could be her. Let's check out this parchment. Nabet, I say you're ruling well from Katarina because that parchment you had a hunch about is a draft of Octavian's victory speech. I'm pleased, but I also know that time is of the essence. What does it take to win, Penelope? Well, Octavian is evidently expected to win the war against Egypt, but most of his speech is an angry tirade against Mark Antony. Check out the last line where his handwriting goes all crazy. How can anybody adore that drunken fool? I will not stop until I have crushed him. As far as I can see, Octavian's desire to destroy Egypt stems from a deep hatred of your victim. Hatred. Octavian said he cared about his image as a fair conqueror. That cannot be true if he was waging war simply as a personal vendetta against Mark Antony. We need to interrogate him. Yep. Let's question Octavian. Centurion Katrina, I waited long enough and I shall be proceeding with my attack, despite my sniffles. I trust a minuscule dose of Blue Lotus Iron just will diminish my aches and pains. Great Council, you said you wanted to win this war fair and square, but your victory speech proves it was only ever a personal vendetta against Mark Antony. Ugh, I hated that philandering wastrel. I don't get why everyone loved him when I was the one with the expensive perfume and he always stank of cheap wine. So why would we believe that you didn't kill him? And why do you still insist on destroying Egypt now that he's dead? You ignorant fools! Now that he's dead, I have no choice but to continue with the war until no one can deny my victory. Otherwise, Mark Antony will be seen as a march hero and everyone will forget about me. Oh, it could be Octavian. Katrina, do you see how Octavian flipped out? I'm getting more and more convinced that he killed Mark Antony. Let's not jump to conclusions just yet, Jack. Tell me about your other suspects. Well, Cleopatra told us she refused to escape to Gaul with her lover, and Brutus tried unsuccessfully to bribe Mark Antony to side with him against Octavian, but... Katrina, Octavian is even more enraged since our last talk with him. It won't be long before Roman arrows start flying again. So we got to wrap up our investigation now, Katrina. Let's take a final look around the ruined palace. Yeah, let's go. How are we going to stop this war? After we arrest the killer. Also, who is going to be? It could be Octavian. Oh, it could be Euterpe as well. Nothing from Julia. It could be Cleopatra and nothing from Brutus. I expected him to be the killer. Alright, let's investigate Palace. For one last time, maybe. Oh, a sword sheet. That's what we need. Broken pots. Katrina, this sheet. Its design matches Mark Antony's sword, our murder weapon. Well spotted in a bed. The girl must have left her sheet here after slashing Mark Antony's throat. We need to get a sample of those flaky bits left on it right away. And if you think we should have a rummage through that pile of broken pots, let's do it, Katrina. Okay. Alright, let's first find something on the sheet. Let's send those flaky pieces of the sheet straight to Theo, Katrina. Okay. Alright, 9 hours. Let's look through the broken pots now. What's that? Statue. Figurine. Consider this tiny figurine spotted on the pile of broken pots is covered in blood, which makes it highly suspect. Let's get the statue to Tia right away. Okay. But what's it got to do with murder, we'll see. Let's first check out the flaky particles from the sheet. Katrina, have you seen Zara anywhere? I really hope she doesn't try going outside amid all those fires and crumbling buildings. Ha! If we had to fight a war, Zara'd probably be the last one standing. But do you think we could focus on the sample we sent you from the sword sheet? Ah, yes. Those flakes are human skill cells and they belong to a female. Since the victim is male, this means his killer must be a woman. So we're on the hunt for a female throat slasher. That'll narrow down our suspects nicely, Katrina. Wait, then it's either Cleopatra or Euterpe. And I thought it was going to be Octavian. Okay, what about this figurine? Katrina, I talked to Orlando about the figurine you sent. He told me it's something called a lar. Romans prayed to it. I tested the blood on the lar and it was Mark Antony's, so I believe he'd been praying to it when he was murdered. So the killer crept up on him while he was praying? What a coward. Yeah, and about your killer, I noticed some microscopic flakes of gold on the lar, which must have come from them since your victim wasn't wearing any gold. Well, Katarina, we are well on our way to catching our gold-encrusted killer. Okay. Katrina, we now got enough evidence to determine which of our suspects killed Mark Antony. Let's arrest the killer fast so that we can stop Octavian's soldiers from resuming their assault on Egypt. Okay. And Mark Antony was supposed to commit suicide, but somebody killed him instead. And that somebody is... I think I know who's going to be. You were on a ship with him, so it was no wonder that you killed him. And what did Mark Antony deserve to die for? What did you have against Mark Antony? Queen Cleopatra, we know you murdered Mark Antony. Me! Killed my one true love! How dare you make such a traitorous claim? You snuck up behind Mark Antony while he was praying to his lar. And then slashed his neck from ear to ear using his own sword. Why would you kill the man you love in such a cowardly fashion? She didn't want that. Oh, you just don't understand, do you, Centurion Katrina? I gave Mark Antony the most honorable death of all. Honorable death? What on earth do you mean? Mark Antony and I realized we were facing defeat against Octavian's army, and that all hope was gone for us and for Egypt. My love could not bear to give Octavian the satisfaction of capturing him. He could not bear the disgrace of being his enemy's prisoner, his enemy's slave. As Queen of Egypt, I could comprehend Mark Antony's desires, so I helped him to die on his own terms. I took some Blue Lotus to calm myself, and we had one final kiss. Wait, he asked you to kill him? I held Mark Antony tight as I took his sword and drew it across his neck. It was the most devastating moment of my earthly life. Queen Cleopatra, this must have been unbelievable. Centurion Katrina, I come on behalf of General Octavian. A great council has caught wind of the Queen of Egypt's arrest and demands to oversee her trial and ensure that justice is served. She is my prisoner now. Centurion Katrina, did I just hear correctly? Please don't hand over Queen Cleopatra to that monster. He'll throw her to the crocodiles. But I don't want that. Do not despair in the bed. I'm ready to face whatever punishment Octavian deems appropriate. In exchange that you leave Egypt alone. Well, Cleopatra. Murdering your own lover. Even I could not be as ruthless as that. That is because you do not know the meaning of honor, Octavian. And neither will you when I have you dragged through the streets of Rome and then fed to the lions in the Circus Maximus. Not if this serpent has anything to do with it. Wait, what are you doing? Oh my god, what are you doing? Let me show you how a queen perishes, Octavian. Is she supposed to die like that? Is that how she died in history? Or... By Jupiter, how dare you kill yourself, you Egyptian she-devil! No, no! Cleopatra! Quiet, you! Gods, get Cleopatra's corpse out of my sight! If I had any desire to spare Egypt's Tricatria, it is now gone. Let Cleopatra's land burn. Oh my god. Is that how she's supposed to die, or is that some other glitch in history? Alright, we gotta start here. We're gonna continue playing in Kingdoms of Clay, number 5. So, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like this video, and I'll see you again. Goodbye!